Speaking of Iowa, I hope you're sitting down. When you hear the latest numbers from Iowa, you may be shocked. Look at this brand new CNN Time ORC poll of likely GOP caucus participants' choice for nominee. Newt Gingrich has faded. Mitt Romney is on top, followed closely by Ron Paul. And Rick Santorum, well, he has surged into the top 3. With just 5 days to go before the caucuses, it's looking like a brand new ball game, and it's all fair game today right here. Let me bring in Republican strategist Ron Bonjean and CNN political analyst Roland Martin. Let's start with Santorum, whose support has more than tripled since the beginning of the month, guys. He explained his climb in the polls to Wolf Blitzer yesterday on the Situation Room. Here he is.
It's like any small business person, Wolf. If the money's not coming in, you just got to work harder. And that's what we're doing. We're continuing to work hard. We're going, up in the morning doing radio shows at 6 o'clock in the morning here and going till, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and town meeting after town meeting. 357 town hall meetings I've done in the state of Iowa. And, hard work pays off.
I guess it does. Roland, is Santorum's efforts, are they paying off, or is he just another candidate to get his 15 minutes before falling?
No, bottom line is, I've always said from day one, no one has been paying attention to this race prior to December. Look, we spend all of our time with these polls and who's up, who's down. Frankly, the average voter does not give a damn. Now, all of a sudden, 1 week out, then all of the people are paying attention. So it's no shock that you're seeing this movement in these polls. Because even all the major polls, more than 50% of GOP voters hadn't made their mind up. Santorum has put all of his efforts in Iowa, so it's no surprise he's seeing this kind of movement. I think we're going to see even more back and forth leading up to Tuesday, so it's no shock.
And Ron, do you agree now that folks are putting away the Christmas tree, they're starting to pay more attention?
Oh, no, absolutely right. The media is covering it 24/7 now. You just showed 3 events on the screen. I think that for Santorum, it's a life lesson. Part of being successful is just showing up in life and in politics. He's visited all 99 counties. He's held countless town meetings. And I think what you're seeing is voters who are walking away from Newt Gingrich because of the negative attack ads and the exposure he's had. I think Gingrich surged a little bit too early. And it's from voters that still can't get to Mitt Romney just yet. They still can't vote for him. However, I think Roland's right. 43% of Iowa Republican voters still could change their minds, and there's a lot of time left on the clock. Even though it seems just like a few days, that's forever in politics.
Yes, you're absolutely right. That's a lot of towns all across Iowa. But I have to ask, as far as Santorum, all of the time that he has spent in Iowa, that will hurt him in his chances immediately down the road?
I think it will.
This is exactly what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do, okay? It's the first state. I'll tell you, one person who's probably sick to his stomach is Tim Pawlenty, because he was operating from conventional wisdom. I don't do well in the Ames, Iowa straw poll, and so all of a sudden I drop out of the race. Well, we've seen what has happened with Santorum, what happened with Herman Cain, with Newt Gingrich. When you don't have the big money behind you, the game has changed. You said it yourself, 2,500 journalists in Iowa 4 years ago, 1,500 today. The internet has changed the game. Cable television has changed it. You're not running conventional races like you used to, but Santorum put the boots on the ground like he was supposed to, and he's seen the net result.
Can Newt Gingrich do anything to surge back, Ron?
I think it's going to be pretty difficult. He's doing everything he can. Two problems that he had is, one, he set the expectation out early that he was going to win Iowa. I think that was a huge mistake. The second one was not responding to these negative attack ads right away. We saw that back with, lessons passed, like John Kerry, for example. You have to respond to these attacks or else they define you. If you're the candidate, you think people know who I am. No, they don't necessarily do, and you're going to have to fight back.
One more question to both of you, and that is the defection from Michelle Bachmann to Ron Paul by the head of the campaign staffer there. We're about to talk with him, so I want your thoughts on that. Let's start with you, Roland.
Look, this is no surprise. You see this in Iowa all the time. And look, you want to jump on the bandwagon of winners. Now, of course, the whole accusation in terms of did he get paid for it? I mean, let's just be honest. It's not like money doesn't flow around Iowa and other states as well. Guy sounds pretty nutty, though, to actually be at a Michelle Bachmann rally and then you show up at a Ron Paul rally later on. But we've seen this historically where politicians play for favors and stuff. And understand understand, a caucus is different from a traditional primary. And so you can have fortunes change in the room. And so if you're Ron Paul, absolutely picking up somebody like this is a good thing for you. But that's what but it's Iowa, so it's no shock.
Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'd say it. You know, if he's stuck with Bachmann, Bachmann is a sinking ship right now in Iowa. She is not doing very well. It's understandable that he was looking to find a new campaign. It was rather surprising where he's going, but at the same time, that it's likely that Paul will probably place in the top 3 at this point.